gentlemen, we're finally here. We're finally here. It's the last week. We're, we're,
Yep.
we're well over halfway there. We are no longer living on a prayer. Our prayers have not been answered in many ways. And we are here in the throes of probably one of the tightest, like, Calamitous casual results systems I've seen in a while. Usually it's pretty clear cut, but at the moment, there's a reason we've brought the third voice along. Obviously, I've got Ewan with me as per usual.
Hello.
Hello. And we have a lot of like mathematic-based professions here. This is not one of them. This is Dave. But he has very kindly figured out what needs to happen for everything, almost everything.
More or less, I've had a go at it. Legal disclaimer: like, if you don't qualify, you should have got more points.
Yep.
Not because I told you the wrong thing.
Yes, of course, absolutely. Righty then.
It sounds reasonable. That.
It just sounds reasonable, doesn't it? But we'll start. We're going to dive straight into Div 1. This is the one that a lot of people care about. Looking at that first result.
It's a beauty, innit,
that's a beauty.
That's a great result.
Carstead's Carnage counts 2. Kill it and Gullet 1. The Rats have been beaten. They must be really missing mittens.
Yeah, nothing to eat up those vampires.
Yeah, 23 armor breaks by the Vamps, only 7 by Kill It and Grill It. That's a low number for. That's not low.
That probably explains it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, they probably just beat the hell out of the Rats.
Yeah, Vamp's got their fight on.
Yeah, but Vamp's definitely got their fight on. The Block Vamp got a level up, and the Block Vamp is now pro.
I mean, what else are you going to take on a vampire?
True. Yeah, that's a solid result. Can't much to say about that one. I like it.
It's as Dave, I'm sure, will tell you, it makes things very interesting.
It does make it. What did we predict last week? Have we brought up the
completely the opposite. We all went solid away win, and
Yeah, we proper screwed the pooch on that one. But
I won't mention. I'll just mention now that our predictions from last week were utterly shite. Utterly shite. Like, seriously terrible. Fritz, you got 17% right. I didn't do much better. I got 26% right.
Oh dear!
And also, with Dave here, his other half, Emily, also got 26% right. We were shocking.
So the bar's low.
The bar is well and truly set.
So what you're saying is that this week in particular appears to have been like the week of this is
the crazy results.
The crazy results, the underdog week. But anyway, speaking of which, here's one. Cracking result.
Move on from that.
Yeah,
that's a really good result.
Moves the match back to the Tank Top Bum Boys. Did we say a thorough win for Mr. Bowden here? If memory serves,
we probably did say a thorough win for Mr. Bowden. I mean, one thing can be said here: Dave Bowden played for the draw. In all fairness, that's what I suspect he did, because he went, I'm not gonna go out of my way trying to win this. I'm just gonna not lose.
And not lose, he did. I mean,
he didn't really need to win, did he?
No, he didn't. Not at all. He's he is very much in the whatever playoffs these guys have. Quite solidly. Yeah, it's a cracking good result for him.
Yeah.
But
It'll do nicely.
It'll do nicely.
And lastly is
this was just no surprise. Right. This is the one we got right. This was no surprise in the slightest. Rando Joe the Nauseous got the thing. That's now a block rotter. The Croxicore. One star player point from leveling.
Yeah, no. I think it leveled.
It's 15 out of 16. Oh no, did it? No.
Yeah, it leveled.
Wow. Oh no, it already had star.
Well, check his SPP.
It's 15 out of 16. It says right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't know how.
No, as in like on this SPP gained.
Oh, what's his name?
7.
Crowhotek.
So that's not. Yeah, he didn't level.
No, he didn't level that one, but he's one away from it.
Anyway.
But yeah, we sort of figured that one out.
We
definitely figured that one out.
As Sam will tell you, predictions for Fear of, we have got every single one right. Everybody has got every prediction right.
Everybody has got every prediction right for that one in particular. And speaking of that one in particular, do we have things for this? What is the layout for this?
So go on then, Dave. Tell us the thing.
What's the layout?
How's it looking in terms of the league? Okay, so yeah, top 4 goes through. If you have the leaderboard, if you can get that up.
I've put it. It's in my stream at the moment. I can't quite stream that to Discord. So...
That's fine. I can go through it.
What? Oh right, okay. No, just click the leaderboard on.
No, we're doing it through Spike.
Yeah.
We're doing it properly.
Yeah, I know. I am aware of the Spike one, but you could at least put the one up on the Calamitous Casual on the actual league, because that would probably be.
Yeah. So we'll do the boring ones first, the ones that are definite. So Kill It and Grill It and Moonstar Mash Bash cannot finish below 4th.
Perfect.
They can't be caught. They are through, so they don't have to worry. And Fearers, unfortunately, no matter what they do this game, will not make top 4. So we've realistically got 3 teams battling it out for 2 places.
Nice.
We'll go top down. So Croc, Rock and Beaks, they've probably got the easiest job. They win, they're through. They don't have to worry.
Nice.
They draw, they're through.
Yeah, if they draw, they could potentially be caught.
Okay.
Because that would put them.
No, they can't. Because if they draw, they're playing demo, so they would definitely not get caught.
And then so they're fine. The Cartisans Carnage counts. If they win again, they're qualified because they're in the prime position basically. Draw, and they're relying on Croc to get at least a draw. Yeah, basically, if they don't get a win, they're then looking over their shoulders and starting to worry about the Nurgle overtaking them, which can happen. If they lose and Nurgle win, then it's they'll just overtake. Nurgle, they've just got to win and hope for the best. Really, that's probably their best bet.
Yeah, they've got to win, and they should probably do it. I mean, they're a straight up. If they win by a margin of 3, they go ahead of the Croc Rocking Beats. But, it's basically in their own hands. But it does look like they're going to drop. They're in a bad position.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, it's win or bust basically for most of them. If not, then obviously they start to look over their shoulder a little bit and start to panic.
Yeah. Cool. Right. So that's it. So if you have a look at the games, so we've already just talked about one anyway.
Schedule Shadaisy. So Kill It and Grill It
Rats versus Necro.
Yes, Rat versus Necro. This is like they could literally they could just agree, just don't even play it.
Yeah.
And it's much done. Which is fair enough. In terms of prediction, I'll probably now they've lost Mittens, I'll probably give it to Mr. Bowden. Mash Bash.
Draw. You're going to Mash Bash. I'm going for draw because neither of them will really care.
I'm going to agree. I mean, I think Skaven, they've always got the gutter runners and the ability to score. Yeah, I don't think.
And he's got that movement 10 vileness still.
Yeah, exactly. True. So I think a draw is probably a good shout here because you're not going to have them pushing for it either. So it's probably 1-1.
Yeah, okay, you're not going to be trying it too hard, are you?
Nah, yeah. No, of course not.
You're going to be looking to protect your players, maybe get a bit of SPP.
Yeah.
Fair result.
Yeah, okay. I'll stick with my original one, but fair. Make a note in the log. Casting Carnage counts versus Fearers. Vamps just have to win this. That's it.
Yeah.
That's just straight up, and it's against Fearers who are not going anywhere. So if their heart's not in it, I reckon this is a Vamp win.
I mean, my heart wants to say that the Vamps will win it. My head also says the Vamps will win it, and the Vamps will win it.
Yeah, that's it.
I agree. I think the Vamps going to win this.
That should be a straight
that team's just too. It's just got nothing.
Yeah.
It was crazy to bring it back, and it's just it wasn't the league. It wasn't the Division 4 that to be in.
That's been tough.
But you know what, Wolfie, you tried. And next we've got Tank Top Boys versus Croc Rocking Beats. Now this is the big one. This is an important one because Croc Rocking Beats they are through.
No,
sorry, they're not, are they?
They're not.
They're Croc Rocking Beats are not through.
This is where it gets really interesting because not only do Tank Top Boys have to win, they realistically have to win 2, maybe 3-0 because of the touchdown difference.
Okay.
So Tank Top Boys are currently on -1 touchdowns. So they've scored 5, conceded 6. The Croc and Beats are on +3. Now, because they're playing each other, if it's a 2-0, it will go down to Cash. Yep. And I can't see it on Spike, so I don't know how that is. So
I would suspect it's got to be Nurgle there, hasn't it?
Yeah, you would suspect. So obviously, I'm not 100% sure, but it's not just about a win, because a win by 1 might not be enough for them.
Well, it wouldn't be.
It would be if the Vampires lost.
It would have to be quite a decided win for Nurgle, but the problem this one's got is, if I remember correctly, the Croc and Beats, looking at their team, they also have a movement 10 vileness.
Yeah.
So I reckon, I in terms of the actual results, I could see a draw. I'll be honest with you, I could see a draw and the Nurgle getting knocked out.
Yeah, done. I think Dame will win it, but I think you might find it's 2-1.
Yeah, I think Nurgle themselves are just a bit too slow.
Yeah.
I think Damo's going to win it as well. It's just whether he'll get the touchdowns for it.
I don't think he'll get the difference, but I do think he'll win it.
I think a 2-1's probably a good bet, which
we'll put him out.
Most likely, unless the Vampires
fail,
but they're playing Fearers. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I think as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So there we go, Division 1.
Division 1, nice and done. Let's move on to the real divisions. Sorry,
the proper game.
Right, here we go. I can't remember if we saw that one in the first place. That was already played, but by the time we got to it, wasn't it, the first one? If I remember correctly.
The Rainbow.
Yeah.
That was played today.
That was played today. Sorry. Oh.
Yeah, we've just been watching. We were just literally watching it finish.
Oh, okay. So here we are, 3-0.
Yeah.
That's the result you expect against Goblins. To be fair.
I'm just gonna improve our. Well, it was a home win. There you go.
Did we all get it? Yes.
We all got it right.
Yes. Yeah. Home win.
I'm up to 30 now. Emily's up to 35.
Nice. I don't think we were expecting. We were expecting a Amazon win, but I don't think we were expecting that much of an Amazon win. That's a big. I know goblins are goblins, but still, damn.
I do wonder if experience played a big part here, because they've been doing really well with the goblins, but I think, if my memory serves me, they said that they're quite new and still learning the game.
They're quite new at doing it for goblins.
They caught up with them.
Yeah, it definitely.
And Sam did some bullshit.
Of course, Sam did some bullshit. That man's middle name is bullshit. But no, he played well. He's done about some wondrous score. So next, Break My Heart versus Sinister Plus. I can't remember what we said for this one at all.
It's a good job I can, isn't it?
I know, good of you.
We all said solid away win.
We were wrong. We were all wrong. We thought that this Break My Heart team. This is the one that got absolutely broken anyway. They were like missing a load of players.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they are elves.
They weren't missing enough players to not be elves.
Did you guys watch this?
I did not.
No.
I didn't watch a lot.
I did, and let's put it this way: towards the end, it could have been 2-1 either way, with the elves more likely to win the game.
Ooh.
Wow.
Which is, there's a lot of 2-die uphilling, like on Beast of Nurgles and stuff like that, but they rolled the dice and it was working for them.
I guess at that point you probably think you're going out anyway. Operation Desperation, try and get some, pride back.
Try and get it.
Yeah.
Next up, Emily.
Emily continues her streak.
Yeah.
Against the Thunderpunks, 2-1.
I don't know about that. You'd have to ask Dave if she does.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
Always the gentleman, sir.
Oh, aye.
Exactly.
Tackle goal, lovely. Oh, that's a strength up lineman. You don't see those often.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. But they normally get killed.
Yeah, sure. But no, that's a cracking result for Emily. That's only going to secure it more for her.
It will be in Dice of the Week as well, which is going to be a bit late this week. But I can tell you that the winning touchdown on turn 16 from the Undead is a cracker.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I'll keep an eye out for
that. I'll just put it this way: go for it in blizzards.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
Okay.
That's part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Cool. Cool.
So that's that on. Good game.
Yeah, good, cracking game for you there, Emily. And then stop being elfish. Yay, there we go, Max. We knew you could do it.
We said Max would win. Max.
Yeah, we said Max would win and Max won. Yes, excellent.
We'll be touching on this in a minute, but this is if they've not played it already. That's the result that gives him an outside chance. Gives him a chance of qualifying.
I believe Max is playing his final game right now, isn't he?
I should also say, with these divisions, 2As to E, sorry to cut you off, when I say qualified or they will go through, I mean top 3. There is one wildcard space, which I have a little bit back at the end.
Far too hard to work out.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. But no, cracking result from that. At least keeps Max in with a small but chance. There is something going on there. There's a hope for him. Excellent. And then we'll move on to the leaderboard, and then I'm going to replace that with the much better version, Daisy. He says not
which he's going to edit in when he makes the video.
Oh no, I'm doing this live. This is on Twitch. I'm doing this as I go.
I know, but you're going to edit in when you make the video for later.
No, I know. I'm literally streaming the Spike website to Twitch right now, and it's recording that way. I don't need to edit.
Oh right.
Saves some time and effort.
Get you.
I know, right? Anyway, that's it. What I need to do is actually change it to Division 2A. There we are. That'd help.
Yeah.
Professional at its finest. Anyway, yes. So at the top. Well, you know what, Dave? You know what, Dave? This is what we brought you in. I think Dizzy Bess has done it.
She's scraping through.
6.
No, we'll start with the boring ones. First and second, they've already qualified. They're guaranteed with a spot this week. Which, as we'll get onto in a minute, there's a theme running. 7th and 8th, which is Break My Heart and Stop Being Elfish. They cannot make top 3. They actually can't make top 4, so they are properly gone.
Yeah.
Then it's just kind of 4 teams in the middle, with some having good chances, some having an outside chance, and some having, like, Wickham Wanderers needing to score 13 goals in the final day of a season chance. But it can happen. Okay, so we'll start with 3rd place, which is Sinister Puss.
Yeah.
Their main objective is pretty simple. They win it and they're through.
Cool.
And they are against bottom.
They are. Where it will get interesting is if 3rd don't win.
Okay.
Because if they draw, it will still be enough as long as the Thunderthunks do not win.
Okay.
That's pretty simple. They'll go on to 11 points. The other teams in 5th and 6th can't catch. So if they draw, the only team they have to worry about is Thunderthunks.
Okay.
Who are playing 5th.
If they lose, there's a crap load of things that could happen. First of all, they will. So if they lose, to still qualify, the Sinister Puss need this. They need the Thunderfunks to lose.
Yeah.
Because a draw and a touchdown swing, they've got 1 touchdown between them, so the loss would not really badly hurt them.
Okay.
Yeah, but their casualties way higher.
Yeah. But it will get interesting.
11.
If they lose, they also need Chaotic Burgers. If they win, they can overtake them. Then you've got the Green Fadge Packers could also still then overtake them, but they need a swing of like 8 touchdowns.
I hate to interrupt you. Our man in the field, Max, has just informed us. Apparently, it may not be accurate depending on what they say, but Max just come up saying the Thunderfunks have just lost to 1-0.
1-0. Okay.
So
that will make everyone else's. So
Sam Unwin's, or the Sam Unwin's come back saying, "Not yet, Riot's gave him an extra turn."
Right. Right. So the Thunderfunks, if they would need to win, and they need Sinister Puss to fail to win, or they can draw relying on Sinister Puss to lose. That's pretty simple, really.
Yeah.
And other teams not to do absolute crap. This is where it gets interesting. 5th is Chaotic Burgers. If they were to win.
Yeah.
And Sinister Puss was to lose with a swing of more than, I think I put 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would then overtake. It wouldn't actually have to be 4 because of the cash difference. There's 11 between them.
Yeah.
So basically, take that result that we've got. If they win this game 1-0, and the Sinister Puss lose 3-0 to, I know it's unlikely. Chaotic Burgers leapfrog them and take over the spot.
Ooh.
So they'll be watching that very easily. And they're playing Thunderfunk, so obviously they don't have to worry about that.
I mean, if Max has won 10 points is, it's a fairly reasonable 4th place as well.
Yeah. And then you've got the Green Fudge Packers. They're also on 7 points and could do it. They also need a result. Basically, if Thunderfunks win or Sinister Puss, get anything, Green Fudge Packers can't do anything. Yep. They also need a swing of about 8 or 9 touchdowns to make sure that they take over Sinister Puss, and that so realistically they need to win like 5-0 against their opponents, with the other teams losing 4-0, and maybe a draw between Thunderfunks and Chaos.
Okay,
but it's mathematically possible.
It is mathematically possible.
Wow.
But if that is true, and we'll find out momentarily if that match does end in the next couple of minutes, if the Thunderfunks have indeed lost, then that's going to be.
Then all this chat was for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be completely for nothing. It means that the Burgers can overtake them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Shall we? We shall. Speaking of which, let's have a look at this schedule. It's still not finished yet. It's still going.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Green Fudge Packers versus Break My Heart. I mean, this is a tough one to call, isn't it?
This is
do you think
he'll
get the 5-0?
What?
Not against a bunch of elves. I doubt very much that.
Do you think he's getting? Do you think he's? So you don't think he's got the 6-0 swing?
I don't think he's got the 6-0 swing in him against a bunch of elves. No matter how crazy he is, it's possible, I guess.
There would need to be one turning constantly, right, and turning them over.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Because I don't care how many bribes you've got, you're not keeping your players on for 6 touchdowns.
No, it's in terms of like the actual result, I wouldn't be surprised with some form of draw, or maybe even the elves going 2-1, or even the goblins 2-1, but a
way to sit on the fence there.
Yeah, it's like I reckon the elves are going to do it 2-1. I reckon.
Oh, so it's an away win for Fritz. I think it'll be. I think it's a murder festival of goblin proportions.
We do have.
No, we're going to wait till I know you can't make a prediction now because you know the answer, can we?
It's Blade Max.
Shall we wait?
Okay, go on.
Till the end and actually just discuss it.
Okay, fair enough.
To the point at which it is discussable.
Yes.
So I think it is a goblin win.
Ooh, okay.
I also think it's a goblin win. I think it's 2-1 because I think I know Break My Heart has been massively improving, but goblins are the sort of team where it can go horribly wrong, and they will cash you. Not like you can't get the ball off them. You'll just have no players, and I could see that happening.
They just start murdering.
Yeah.
This one's actually. I mean, this one's a completely relevant game.
Yeah.
Thank you for the raid, Max. Love you, babes.
It's really difficult.
Now, I believe Emily has 2 tackle, which makes her 2 times better than Amazon's.
Yes.
So
true.
I'm giving it to her on that basis.
This is, for me, this might be the one game where Emily may concede one, because this Amazon team is mad.
It's some unwin. It's not that the Amazon team's mad. It's that the coach is mad.
And the combination of the two, make it like even more mad. I
mean, he's a good coach as well. This is the thing. He's a good coach and he's crazy. So you get the bullshit from him, but it reliably happens. It's like what?
Reliable bullshit.
Reliable bullshit. It's his ability to roll bullshit reliably is renowned. I mean, the Snotlings for a start.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I can't call this. I have faith in Emily to get the 7-0 like on the trot. It's the 7-0.
Make her number 1 seed. Make her the big favourite.
Yeah.
The big dog going into the Tenderfoot.
Yeah, but and it's like Unwin can just throw an absolute curveball. I am gonna say a draw. Because I honestly can't tell at this point. So,
Yeah, it's fair.
I'm going to back my partner.
Of course you are, and
man,
yes, you
man.
should. Wise move. I've got Emily. Speaking of
His
Emily,
sofa's not very comfy.
Speaking of Emily,
Exactly.
she's coming in my chat and she says, "I thought you said I could score 7-0." Then no.
No, I think she's got what it takes to. I think.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, while we're at it, let's have a quick gander at his team, because I've got him claiming that his team is absolutely gross, Mr. Unwin, and
His team is pretty gross.
That tackle's going to be very important.
There's a lot of blodging.
There's a lot of blodging. There's a
movement
bit of guard there. Movement thrower.
Still, do you know they're still just slow?
Ooh.
I mean, you know, if the Pals. The problem is, the thing I'd be worried about if I was Sam is the fact that there's 2 tackle in the team, so if they really need to hit you down, they can. And then there's Mighty Blow and block Mighty Blow. So if they get Pals, you can kiss your players goodbye, basically.
Yeah.
And you're not likely to do it back. Yeah, the undead can really hurt them.
Yeah.
So, Sinister Push Elfish. Well, this is a Nurgle win, isn't it?
This should be. Yeah. This Elfish team is the damaged ones. Yes.
There's not a lot of team there.
No, there's not a lot of team there. I reckon it'll. Yeah, this should be, and not a lot of team there, and the disturbing presence, no passing, a bunch of wood elves.
Yeah, it kind of.
This should be a Nurgle with just like harvesting new recruits at this point.
Yeah. What skills do the Nurgle have?
Skill.
I think they've got some block.
Okay.
Some punch.
We have.
Yeah, I think with the block and the testicle, they'll win it.
Yeah, that should be quite an easy one to figure out.
Guard as well, that's going to help you.
Yeah.
So lastly, we've got the game that we just played. So.
So what I'm going to do is, apparently all I have to do is go back one, then go back into the division schedule. There we go. 1-0.
1-0 to Celtic Burgers.
1-0 to the Burgers. Let's have a quick gander at what happened.
Nice.
6 armor breaks 14. Juggernaut Minor gets a level, and if it wait for it. I have words in the chat. I won't reveal. Oh, I went claw. Okay, fair enough.
Oh.
That's fair enough. I think apparently he did roll an agi up.
I mean, he decided that was really probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
See the agi 3.
Yeah, imagine that. It rolled an agi up, but he's not stupid. Now, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, we can. Now that thing is a machine. Now that thing that's got claw and mighty blow. That's just gonna.
Yeah, it's a relatively reliable puncher now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute can opener. Apparently as well, if we go back to the team, apparently a warrior also rolled an agi up. Oh, we took block.
Oh.
Yeah,
a warrior.
He wasn't doing that again. He's already got an agi up warrior.
Yeah, what's he going to do with it, man?
I have no idea.
Can't have 2 ball carriers on a Chaos team. God.
Apparently it was one that already had an agi up as well.
Oh, no, we've taken the agi 4.
I mean,
was it on Cheeseburger?
Yeah, I mean,
I'd have taken the agi 5.
Whether it was the right skill or not, he's deprived the league of an agi 5 warrior.
Oh, Max, right, shame. An agi 5 warrior is hilarious and also terrifying. But okay, we respect your decision. But no, good win for the Burgers. That helps their thing.
You respect his decision, I don't. Nuffle will be after your.
Oh, no, Nuffle will be absolutely after your firstborn.
Totally.
You say you're not in playoffs, but I believe this could potentially change that, because I think Dave was what were you saying about if
he has a chance if the Nurgle lose, say 3-0. I know that's unlikely, but we saw them struggle against elves last week. You know, Nurgle, when it goes wrong, like elves, they don't like them actually.
Yeah. There's always a 4th place possibility as well. You never know, you might get the wild card. But no, good win for you, Max. Cracking. Right, shall we move on before we
Yeah. So before Fritz dies.
Before I die. Right, so into 2B.
To crack on with some results. So
there is a result there to see. We'll go.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a concede. So
this was an unfortunate concede. Alexander's laptop bit the dust,
bang.
literally, and never returned. And now it doesn't load Blood Bowl properly. So it was a 2-1 concede. Did they decide on the 2-1? Usually it's 2-0.
They agreed on it. They were both in Discord, and they both agreed on it.
Fair enough. It's a nice result. No, nothing untoward. Got the MVP. Oh, carry on as you were. Gods, and Nirvana. Door versus Elf, the classic fight, and it's just a 1-1.
Yeah, and nobody said this. We all had a winner.
Did we all go for Sean, or was it a mixed bag?
No. It was a split mixed bag.
So God and a long beard, surprising.
What a shocker!
And then movement 6 blitzer. It's now a blodger. That's fair.
Yeah,
I can live with that.
Yeah, I'd be taking that as well. Yeah, fairly reasonable. I mean, it happens, doesn't it? Draws happen. Next
Absolutely.
one, Toot and Boot.
This move we didn't expect because Toot and Boot aren't a team. Oh, sorry, there's a Ragefield Biscuits on a team anymore after the Ragefield sacking. 1-0, and Bomber Dribble Snot gets the MVP. Oh, the block Tomb Guardian got the MVP and now has Frenzy.
Nice.
What?
That is gonna fuck you up. Nice.
Okay, sure.
That's a double as well.
That's another double, yeah.
Wow, I love it.
Sure.
Love it.
Max, just clip that reaction, please, mate. That's brilliant. Fucking, I was not expecting that. Frenzy. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. Fruity indeed. I like it. But yeah, Toot and Boot failed though. 1-0 to the Biscuits. I don't know if it does anything to the league table. We'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, that's a surprising win for the Biscuits, considering.
Yes,
let's
let's
actually look at the team. Hang on, Ragefield Biscuits. Yeah, there's not a team here. Hell, even Jaffa Kick the Black Hawk is MNG. There's a troll and a thrower, and that's it. Well done.
Nice result.
That is a nice result.
You don't need players. And then the Lycanthrope Loonies versus Heavyweights. Dave, did you win?
I did win.
There you go. How did you do it?
Your missus said you wouldn't.
I know. Right? And I've came out and supported her this time.
I know, right? It's all take with that woman.
It was actually a really difficult game. Like first half, I felt I defended well. I didn't mind if they scored early, but they tried to throw a pass and failed to catch. At which point, my werewolves and whites just went, "Oh, thanks, I love that," and ran down the pitch and scored. And then the second half, it was one of the most intense yet boring to watch halves I've had. I was just basically going, right, I don't need to take a risk because I'll win 1-0 if he doesn't get it. And then it opened up in the last 2 turns. I was like, I guess I'll score then.
Oh,
fair.
Nah. Terrible behaviour.
I know.
Fair enough. So that's it. Let's have a look at the table. And
we shall. I will just quickly close that. Go to this leaderboard here. You guys can have a look at that, and I'll give the fans what they really want.
So this one
doing it wrong. I need to. Oh my god, bear with me. Back one, forward one. There we are. Cool.
I mean, this is a tight little league.
This is a tight little league.
Well, before because the thing that's going to show here, there is a result that's come in, hasn't there?
Yeah.
So should we just quickly have a look at that result, because that will affect what's possible, right?
Yeah, I believe. Hang on, games. Yeah, there's 2 games there, 7 and 7. Let's go back one then. Hang on.
It has, and it totally did not mess up my entire table.
Of course.
Knowing this.
And there you go. The Rats and the again, the Ragefield Biscuits have performed better than expected, considering there's no team. The Urchins 1 and Ragefield Biscuits 1. So that's a quite an important draw.
Yeah.
To have, and then if we go back to the oh, sorry, I didn't even show it on the screen. There you are. 1-1. If we switch it back to the this one, so that's introduce an extra draw into the mix. So what does this mean now, David? If you can figure it out.
Yeah, no problem. It makes it a little bit simpler actually, because I'm already through. So because I'm a point ahead of the Jack's Skaven, and it's basically 3 out of 4.
Yeah. Exactly.
So the 3 teams fighting it out for 2 places now are the Skaven, the Dwarves, and the Dark Elves. They're the ones that can. Ragefield Biscuits have already played, so they can't make it.
No, they can't.
So with the Urchins drawing, they're basically relying on results going their way elsewhere. So
this is basically left to a battle of not being fourth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So guards, all they need is a win.
Yep.
Which will do it. A draw would most likely do it too, because the draw would mean that they're on the same touchdown difference, but
they're going to go ahead. They've got better cash.
They've got much better cash, so they'll jump ahead of them with a draw. So a draw is enough for sure now. Never mind Nirvana. They can get through with a win or a draw. If they win, obviously they'll just overtake the Skaven and take their place, more or less. If they draw, they're relying on the Dwarves to lose, because they've got a better touchdown difference. And that's basically what it boils down to in this division.
Okay, nice.
But this is a good division that looks like you get the 4th place player from this division.
It's a strong one, yeah.
It's a strong division for it, especially like with Jack having 12 now.
Yes.
And,
very easily capable of finishing 4th if Guards and Nirvana win.
Yes, quite easily.
Now, I'd expect Guards to win. We're looking at the fixtures there, so yeah.
Yeah, the fixtures there.
Yeah.
So we'll go through them now, shall we? Dave, are you going to win?
I think so. I hope so.
You don't have to.
You hope so.
I'm going to try to, because it benefits me.
True.
I would like to guarantee that I am top to get a favourable games. So winning would guarantee that.
Yeah,
draw would make it likely. But,
and if you do win, you ruin the elves' hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the elves are. I've got to back myself, because I feel like you have to really.
Sean hopes.
Yeah.
But I think a draw is more than likely, because let's face it, like, as much as people would want me to, I'm not going to do 6-up dodges trying to save a touchdown, because I don't need to.
No, you don't have to. No, of course not.
No.
I just think you're going to straight up win. I'll be honest with you. Probably 2-1.
So home win as well for you. I think you're gonna find out the elves, when they're desperate, roll bullshit, and you're gonna lose.
Ooh, controversial.
I'll try and kill a few on the way out.
Yeah. But that's the kind of game that ends up 2-1, because elves not caring or elves like having to do it means they'll try and do the shit, and then the shit happens because they're elves.
Exactly. Sean does hope you win. He's in the chat right now. It's obviously if you do win, that basically just secures it for him.
It's done then, isn't it?
Yeah,
if
basically.
I win, it's done.
Yeah. Next, featherweights versus Prague Prancers. Now, this obviously is dependent on if Alex's laptop decides to play ball. But I still think this is going to be a. If Alex can play, I think he's going to have a point to prove. He's not going to. His can't go through anyway. But wait, these are both out, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both out.
So this is Pride. Go Kislev.
I would still back the Amazons. Simple as that.
I'm saying this from the heart.
So you're an away win. The rest of us are home wins.
Yes. I'm a draw. I think. If it goes ahead, I think the league could cause problems and whatnot, but also the Amazons have enough in terms of like block and dodge.
Yeah.
So it could be either.
Yeah, I get it, but I'll still like Kislev brethren through and through.
Yeah.
And then Toot and Boot and Guards return. This is going to be a slow one.
I think the Dwarfs will win this, wouldn't they?
I do think I think the Dwarves will win this as well. I do want to see that frenzy Tomb Guardian kick-off.
No, that's going to be awesome.
That's be hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is probably gonna be a dwarf win. Sean knows how to play dwarves by now. He'll just grind them out. I think this is one of the few teams that are probably as slow as a dwarf, if not slightly faster actually.
They're relatively similar speed to dwarves.
Yeah.
Troll Slayers can knock out Tomb Guardians though.
Oh yeah, because the Dauntless built in. Yeah.
Dauntless is massive.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a Sean win, I reckon, but probably like 2-1.
Yeah.
Expecting Torch to score twice is 1-0.
Oh yeah, sorry, 1-0. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, I think this is Sean win too. Yeah, unless like can we remove 1 or 2 dwarves? I think they should have enough to do it.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, well that's wicked.
Moving slowly on to C.
Into C. Righty then. Having Ogres assemble 1, the Mooses knuckle 0.
Yeah. Emily knew this was going to happen, didn't she?
Yeah, we were. The rest of us were wrong.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. we were expecting Ogres to be able to get past a bunch of dwarves, but what do we know?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what actually happened. Armor breaks were pretty even. I guess just Noblar did Noblar things. Because even though you're dodging through, like, tackle zones with tackle or all this kind of stuff, still 2 pluses.
Yeah.
Just run through. A good little win for the Ogres there.
Diggy did some damage. This was quite a fun game.
Diggy?
But it ended up with a nearly wiped out Brett team.
Oh yeah, finally Tom's dice came home and did things. And it was a very nearly wiped out Brett team, and a moment's silence for the blitzer that died. An Agi 4 blitzer sadly passed away. F's in the chat if you please. And it's I put a picture on Facebook somewhere. It is gone. It's a gutting result for Rain.
Yeah.
But hell, she played well. Having those the armor breaks were brutal. 16 armor breaks is a good amount of armor breaks.
It hurts. Man.
It hurts. Next.
Shadow Raiders. Draw here.
Yeah. What did we say for this one?
You were solidly away.
Solidly away for the Rats.
I was solidly a draw.
Ooh, that is a dead gut runner. Who got the MVP as well. Rude.
Well,
Yeah, play that.
That's kind of got a run of that.
Yeah. Blodging. It was the movement down gut runner, so I guess you're not too heartbroken.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one that's if you're gonna get one killed, it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's an excuse to replace it now,
Yeah, true. And then
good thing. Yeah.
A good 1-1 draw. What did we guess for this one? I can't remember what we guessed for this one.
But you were having the Rats running away with it.
Yeah, and then you say draw, did you?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. And then cat names for sale and auction greensins. 2-2.
We had this as a solid away win.
Did we really? Ooh, we were wrong. 18 hour breaks. 3 and it's still. Well, I guess 4 passes. There's the elf bullshit.
Elves be doing elf shit.
Elves be doing elf shit. Yeah, that's a pretty fucking standard. 2-2, not a bad result at all, but very
That'll do nicely.
Yeah.
I said let's have a quick gander in at the leaderboard.
Shall we see what this does?
So this is my favourite league, purely because it's the bloody easiest to work out.
Ah, right.
There's not a lot of variables. That draw with the Skaven has kept it interesting. If not, it was done anyway.
Yes.
Now, obviously, top 4 is up for debate, but the only teams that are really fighting out for anything is 3rd and 4th. 1st and 2nd is sorted. Yep. Everyone else cannot make the top 3. A few of them can make 4th and might get themselves within a chance.
Yep.
But they won't, because we're likely to get a high score in 4th. The lowest score in 4th is now going to be 10 points.
Yeah. So basically, the Shadow Raiding Legends, they've got a simple job. Don't lose. As long as they don't lose, they get 3rd. If they do lose, however, the Ogres could, in theory, take their place. It's a lot of work. They need to win with Shadow Raiding Legends losing, and there'd be a 5 touchdown swing. So in other words, they need
a 3-0 and a 2-0 loss.
Yeah, a 3-0 and a 2-0, because that'll put them on equal touchdown difference, I believe, and the Ogres cash is far outweighing them. So that would be enough to drag them in to it.
Ooh, that's a
close.
tight one,
So this is least of the crazy leagues.
This one's almost done.
Yeah, this looks very done. Something may change, but we doubt it.
Should we make the predictions then?
We shall.
Let's hammer them out. So let's have a look. So, well, let's talk about it. Ogres versus Orcs.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be 3-0, is it?
No. Let's be real.
To be fair, I expect the Ogres to get beaten here. I think this is a 2-1 victory to the Greenskins.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Fair. I'm almost tempted to agree with you. All you need to do is target a few snotlings and.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're Orcs.
Yeah. Diggy in my chat does have a very good point. He is a very good ogre team and a very good player.
He is a very, very good ogre team and a very, very good player. But so is Sam.
Yeah, that's a fair. They got this 6th ogre. Agi up ogre, 3 guard, 1 block. Yeah, solid ogre team. I still think it's going to be an orc win, I reckon. If you want to add it to the sheet, apparently Diggy thinks it's going to be a draw.
Fair enough, Diggy.
Fair enough. We'll stick it on. But yeah, it's actually orcs all over. David,
I'm going to stick my neck out here.
Your 3-1 that you will now be either the best. Well, 3-1 that you'll be the best, or 2-3 that you'll be the worst guest we've ever had.
So, I'm going to say that I think the Ogres might pull their weight here to try and get through. I'm going to go out and stick my neck out and say it's going to be 2-0 to the Ogres. I do think they're both good players, but the Orcs Greenskins are also through. So any Kaj that is a badly hurt, they're not going to get appoed. Because why would you, right? You don't need to win. He doesn't need anything. And Steve is a very good player. And I just have this gut feeling like if there is going to be a massive upset, it'd be here.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So Shadow. So can the Rats do it?
They need, Cat needs for sale. I believe if memory says, this is top team versus 3rd position. So
what do the teams look like?
Very good question. Cat needs for sale. Owned by Morts, 1190 TV, missing a random lineman. That is, they've been around the block. 2 witch elves got wrestle, strip ball, and a block piece and a tackle piece. Beyond that, they've actually taken a journeyman next game.
Okay.
They've been slapped about a bit, and then we've got. Where is
down,
the other one?
Down, straight down.
Thank you. 1370. So they're giving inducements to the elves.
Yeah, but he's got the movement 10 gutter.
Movement 10 gutter. The Rogue's there.
Yeah.
Accurate thrower. Block horny gutter runner.
That's a nice gutter runner.
Ooh, this is. I am not sure. Honestly, I could.
Cat names have got a bit more interest, maybe. Just maybe.
See, if the Shadow Raider Legends, you say it's just not lose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Draw.
That's fair, isn't it?
2-2 draw.
It's a fair shout. It's a fair shout. I've got to agree with that.
Yeah.
3-0 to the Dark Elves.
Wow.
I feel like I'm just going to stick my neck out. I think it's unlikely, but I'm just going to stick my neck out and say the Ogres are going to the playoffs.
Okay, fair enough.
I think
want it to happen.
I do. I think it's in the bottom of my heart. There's nothing against Shadow Raiding 11. I love Skaven, as you guys know. I would love to see it. And then if I was to get them first game, I'd hate it. But no, I think
that's what'll happen.
My head says it'll probably be a draw, but I'm just gonna go with my heart and just go, come on, Dark Elves, get the Ogres through. I think they might get a wizard as well.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Nice.
But I mean, I think the movement 10 it's likely to score. But yeah, I'm going to stick with it.
And Diggy, if you want to add this as well, he's betting on cat names purely on track record alone, which is fair enough.
Well, he just wants to make sure he's not the worst ever guest. There.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's all it is. Right, okay, so Necro versus Talaxian Talons. I think Tom might win it again.
You reckon?
He don't give a shit. He don't give a shit, and
it won't do anything for the. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck right now. He's not going through regardless.
Tom could potentially get onto 10 points.
Oh.
It's very, 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 very unlikely, but not mathematically impossible for him to get the wild card.
Ah. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual teams themselves. So because Tom has been absolutely decimated. Yeah, he's that hurt the scavenger. He's a fresh piece, I think. I think he was taken from a previous team. 1 werewolf, 2 whites. His last game he got a mercenary flesh golem with guard. That's the sort of things we had to take.
It's not a team anymore, is it? It's 2 men and a dog.
It's not even that. Oh, that is a ruin. But he is getting inducements coming out the anus. I mean, like, what's he get? So 7-10 against.
I mean, he's got journeys.
He's gonna have journeys.
He's gonna be bringing some Wilhelm Cheneys there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a Cheney involved in there, definitely, 100%. I reckon Tom's got it as long as, assuming Wilhelm does play nice, because he has a history of not playing nice.
Dying in turn 1.
Yeah, but I reckon Tom's got this. I believe.
Cool.
He's going to get to the point where he doesn't care so much. He actually plays well.
Yeah.
Not that it wasn't playable in the first place. It's just horrendously diced every time. But then Nuffle's going to smile upon him and say, "You have suffered, young one," and just
be nice.
Or he's going to turn around and just, throw a rock at Cheney and kill the bastard. We're not quite sure yet. I reckon Tom's got that.
Cool.
Are you guys agreeing, or?
I already said Tom's got it.
Okay, cool.
I think it'll be a draw. I think the Dodge will do enough work for the.
Okay, so the Moose Knuckle versus the Table Knights. Dwarf versus a bit of a well, it's a draw because the two teams kind of cancel each other out completely.
Yeah, they kind of do, don't they? Moose Knuckle 12-10, 11-30 for the Table Knights. So
Fend is like the worst enemy of dwarves.
Yes, it is the worst enemy of dwarves, but then they are. Oh, Reigns rebought a Blitzer. Fair enough.
No, I mean, you would.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, sure, if she had the cash.
Especially because she'd probably you'd be just taking pointless TV if you kept money.
Yeah.
But Brett's build money for some reason.
Yeah. Draw. Honestly, wouldn't surprise me if it's a 0-0.
Yeah. It's got it written on it, hasn't it, Dave?
I think draw as well.
Yeah, it's fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we move on to D?
We shall move on to the D. I'm gonna give you the D. Here we go.
So
typical night out, half blings. Well, we expected this, didn't we?
I'm going to be honest with you. Yes.
Yes, we did. This was quite a thorough win for the
Dead Fling.
Yeah, Dead Fling.
1 armor break.
Only caused 1 armor break. The shit Chime one got the level up, and he got a dirty player. Pretty standard. Yeah, that was just that looks like it was just
that's just what happened.
The figures just got run over by some chorfs.
So yeah, you don't need to even look at that.
I think
United versus the Dartmoor Wanderers.
Ooh, now this I can't remember what I think we said
Bleeds. We all said home win for Bleeds United.
Well done, Scylla.
Yeah, she's getting better.
Yeah, she's getting
like
better.
draw. I think she's kind of worked out how to play because she's drawn like the last 3 games. Not how to play, but like how to not go quite so crazy, or when to go quite so crazy, I guess.
Fair enough. Interesting choice in the lineman there. Block and fend.
I like it.
I like it.
Armor 7 fend, it's nice, man, because you take half as many blocks.
True. No, not by shout. Yeah, good result for you there. So I don't know what does the league table. We'll have a look in a minute. Next, then, I don't know what I was just say we predicted Leeds United for that, didn't we?
The home win.
Moon Milkers 0, Easy Cheeses 3. Jesus Christ.
Nobody predicted a win for Ben.
Captain Burns,
and
this
was a win.
Yeah, this was a fucking win, wasn't it? Jesus. 3-0, 4 passes, only 8 armor breaks, 0 death to 12. Yeah, did we all think it was going to be... Not well, we didn't think it was going to be Ben, did we?
We all thought we'd got draw, and a home win. So,
draw, and a home win. Wow. We were fucking wrong on that one, weren't we?
All wrong. And then we got, lastly, Dark Mavericks versus... We all had this down as a home win.
Oh, God.
We know nothing.
Yeah,
this is what I mean. We had a terrible week. Cracking win for the Dark Elves. Ooh. Movement up, Blitzer. Nice.
Tasty. Disturbing Presence Goblin.
Nice.
Sure. All right, sure.
I respect that.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess if you're going to make any player fruity, it's going to be a goblin, isn't it?
Yeah, Underworld goblins are meant to be fruity. That's fruity. I like it.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, 2-0 to the Mavericks. Well done, Elves. Yeah, then let's see what that's done to the actual league table itself. Let me just bring it up correctly. 2D on there. I'll switch you over to there. There you go. And yeah, go on then.
Right,
David?
So this one is... so there's 2 divisions that I was dreading making the predictions for, and it's D and E, and we have not done yet.
Yep.
So, start simply. Typical night out of qualified. They can't be caught by 4th. There will be top 3. They're too far ahead.
Yeah.
Then on the bottom ends the Dark Mavericks, the Dartmoor Wanderers, and the Halfblings. Unfortunately, can't make the top 3 anymore. I think they might, in theory, make top 4. So I think everyone in this league had potentially something to play for.
But they can't because of 10.
Because of 10, yeah.
We're going to get at least 10 points as 4th, so they are out.
So Warpstone Atletico, because their job is, them and Moon Milkers are in the prime position. They win, they're through. That's all they need to really think about. If they draw either of them, it gets bloody awkward. If Warpstone Atletico draw, they qualify as long as both the Moon Milkers and Captain Burns do not win.
Yes.
Because
they're playing Bleach United.
Yeah. So they're fine. A loss, they will drop out if one of the 2 happen, which is the Moon Milkers draw or lose by margin of 3 less than Atletico. So if the Moon Milkers lose 1-0 and Warpstone for some reason lose 4-0, that will knock them out. Or if Captain Burns win their game by any margin. So that's, already just with one team, it's like there's quite a lot going on here.
And Bleach United would go through if they beat them.
Yeah, Bleach United would probably go through.
Well, no, they wouldn't if Burns and Moon Milkers.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a minute. But that's including that. You've got the Moon Milkers next in 3rd again. A win guarantees them qualification. So,
win.
Snowstorm, so you have to do, win the game. You don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Your draw will be enough as long as Warpstone draw and Captain Burns fails to win.
Yes.
A loss, you'll qualify. A loss, you're then looking over your shoulder again, basically, at Captain Burns or, Thunder Thugs, because then a win will just overtake.
Thunder Thugs, Bleach United.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burns needs to win, one of the 2 above him lose, right?
Pretty much, yeah. His job is pretty simple. Needs to win. Draw will be enough if the Moon Milkers lose and Bleach United fail to win by 4.
Bleach United basically have to win and
win well.
Moon Milkers and Treasy's not do so. But they don't even need to win well because they just have to get ahead of Athletic.
Yeah, they need the teams above them not to.
They need one of the teams above them to not get a win. I mean, looking at this as well, like Captain Burns, again, if he wins, Snowstorm wins, and Warpstone and Atletico win, he has got a really, really strong chance of taking that 4th place.
Yeah. So
because he's got a decent touchdown difference and he's 12 points.
To be honest, I think the best way to look at it for all of these teams is obviously you really want to be thinking, I need the win. Because when even 2nd and 3rd right now, if you draw, you're going to be looking over your shoulder at other results.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, tight old league. So let's have a look at the games.
We shall. Just switch my scene on there. The games are going to be Moon Milkers versus Typical Night Out. So that's the top of the table versus.
But one that needs to win.
Yeah.
3. Yeah. So that could be very interesting. I mean, I'm not quite sure how to call this, to be honest with you. I mean, because
Norse are going to have a hard time against Chaos Dwarves, aren't they?
It's not Norse, it's Necro.
Well, in which case, Necro win.
They do have Claw Mighty Blow, I believe.
They have Claw Mighty Blow.
Okay.
So that's an important player. That's an important player for them.
Yeah. It comes down to can he deploy the Claw or Mighty Blow?
Yeah. So
I say he can. I say it's a 2-1 win to the Moon Milkers. Goes through.
Okay, fair enough. Let's have a quick look at the Typical Night Out just to get a comparison shot.
They've got the big B boy.
The Bull Centaur with with break tackle.
Yeah.
The guard.
Guard, yeah, the guard coming out the anus. Honestly, this would not surprise me if it was a draw. Because even then, Sam's already through. The Typical Night Out is already through. They could.
So you're playing to SPP up.
Yeah, they're playing an SPP farm before they go into the before they go in. So I reckon they're going to make it. I reckon they're going to just equalise it. They're not going to try and win. Well, they might try and win. I mean, they wouldn't surprise if they did, but it'd be like there'd be no point to it. So I reckon it's going to be a 1-1 draw, and it's going to put the Moon Milkers in a spot of bother.
I completely agree. I think this has got draw written all over it.
Yep.
I think a Typical Night Out, though, they're a weird one in the fact that they have qualified because a point guarantees them first.
Yeah.
So, whereas obviously it gets a little, it comes into touchdown difference if they don't. So I think
it'd be literally Ben's just then going to put everybody's results together into one big table.
Yeah.
And pick where you start. Like.
Oh right. Okay then.
Yeah.
So then that's how it's seeded. So it's not like seeded 1 from A goes against 3 from C or whatever. No. It's like. So the very best will play the wild card.
I want to be the very best.
Got it. I mean that makes sense.
So Emily's getting Ben basically.
Well, we'll see. But I still think this is a draw.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, Blues United, Warpstone Atletico.
This is
big.
He's played well, Warpstone Atletico, but
which is surprising for an Underworld team. Warpstone Atletico. Let's have a quick gander at them.
That disturbing presence is going to just make it impossible to play him though.
Yeah. Warpstone Atletico, movement up, Skaven thrower. The extra arm.
Hail Mary thrower.
Hail Mary thrower. Yeah. The linemen, the pickup linemen's are out though. Claw Blitzer. That still could be important. This and the Big Hand Goblin.
Big Hand Goblin. That's massively underrated. Like you can go into the stupid place, pick up the ball, and leave.
Yes, then just bye. Have a nice day. Yeah, that could be a very interesting one. And there
the human team's fairly human.
Hey, they're only human.
They've got tackle though. Oh,
they
it's
do
game
have
over.
tackle. Yeah.
14 players as well.
Yeah.
Deep roster.
I am going to say, I think it's going to be Atletico.
You think
they've got that extra? They've got that extra bit of like
unpredictability.
Yeah, because it's
bullshittery.
Unpredictability, bullshittery, whatever you want to fucking call it. But it'll be like. Yeah, humans are almost too average for this particular situation.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Because they have everything is fairly average. They've got tackle, they've got a bit of block, they've got some dodge, but they've got normal skills. Normal skills do not play well against shit that's insane.
No, but I still think it'd be a draw. I think the Enchain will cancel out the normal.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Atletico, like a 2-1, because there is always the yeet.
There is always especially with the Hail Mary.
Hail Mary pass and the big hand scooping up your jobby.
Goblins all over the place. Dave?
I think it's probably going to be a draw.
Oh, okay.
I think on the whole, I think Warpstone have better players, but the human roster is better. Because obviously it's not Underworld.
Yeah.
My worry is like
3 across the board.
With Warpstone is you look at it and you go, there's probably 3 players you have an eye on.
Yeah.
3 or 4. Like one being that Clawbits, one being that big hand goblin sort of thing. And if human blitzers get hold of them, then it will get very difficult. So for that, I think it's probably going to be 1-0.
Fair enough.
Okay, Halflings and Mavericks.
For the record, Diggy has put his thing and said Atletico's going to do it. If you want to keep a track of that.
Okay, I've started, so I'll finish.
Okay. Well, yeah, Halflings versus
Mavericks.
Well, funny enough, Halflings. This is Diggy's team. Go on then, type it in chat.
Are you going to win?
Mr. Billy Big Bollocks, come on.
Are you going to win?
But yeah, Halflings versus Dark
Those
Mavericks.
cojones on the table.
This is like is this the bottom of the table scrap?
Well, more or less.
In more or less. I mean, it's a tight division. This, to be fair.
But neither of these are qualifying. Is basically what we're saying.
No.
Is what I mean. So bottom-ish of the table. I reckon. This is. I don't know if this is going to be like too tough to call, because I say Diggy does have it. Say something in the chat right now. I'm going to do a swan song game. This is going to be full of dumb plays. So that by that logic alone, I think he's going to completely potato his way to victory.
So you're getting a home win. I'm giving it a away win, because when Halflings do that, everything goes wrong.
Or goes right.
I'm going to give it as a home win. I think there's something special about this Halfling team, right? They pull off bollocks. They pull off crap, and so
they get away with it. He's picked up with a tree twice on purpose. That's enough.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. So Diggy's going to win, right? Diggy's saying he's going to win.
Yeah.
Okay. Wanderers versus the Treesies. I think the Treesies have got this.
I think the Treesies have got
this. It's very hard to play Norse into Wood Elves, isn't it?
Yes. You don't have the agility stopping. You have the stopping power to slap them. But
it's just a tough game. It's just going to be hard work. It's going to be all over hard work, and the Wood Elf ability to just go and away.
Yeah.
I think the experience will come in. Like, the Norse have been improving, but Ben is the commissioner. He has played quite a lot of football.
And I mean, if he does lose, well, he can always just edit the result, can't he?
Yeah. Go on that mad power trip.
No,
I know he wouldn't do that.
I would not be surprised if this was, and this is in no detriment to the Norse. I wouldn't be surprised if it was similar to last week's result, and they get like a 2 or 3 nil here, because
they proper smash it.
They just go, they're fast, they're agile, they're really horrible, and like Norse rely on A, having momentum and knocking teams down constantly, and B, making sure the ball is safe. And the Wood Elves just dodge away on a 2, and they're gone. So you get 1 hit a turn.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So that's it. Yeah. So we should just one last division.
One last one, the best division, where all the pros live. So Office Politics 1, Hip Thirsters 1. I can't remember what we suggested on this one.
We pretty much didn't say it was a draw. Emily did. I said home win. You said an away win.
Emily was right.
Emily knows.
Next. Good
result, really. Good result, for both teams, but not helpful.
Very important point. Bob the Lost got his level up. Very important to Connor. It's block.
Got block.
Surprise!
What else are you doing?
I mean, he might roll. He might have rolled an agi up. Anyway, but yes, 1-1. Can't say much about that.
Yep. Solid draw for you here.
I am the only one to have scored past Graham. All hail me. That's about it, really. Solid draw. It was a tough game. We had the dice were very swingy. like very swingy. Like I failed to capitalize. It should have been 3-2 to me,
and it wasn't.
But I failed to capitalize properly on off a perfect fireball because I
did see your perfect fireball.
It was glorious. It was a perfect fireball. I got the ball. I passed it. To a player that had already moved because I went for the 2-up rather than the 4-up. By taking the safer throw, it opened me up to more powing, and that's what happened. The guy got slapped. I tried to get him out, but it was a 1 die. I needed a push, and I rolled a skull. Hey ho. It was a very close game. It was just that one particularly. I should have made the longer pass, the 4-up, and it would have been a lot safer, and I probably would have scored off it. But hey ho, still 1-2 thanks to a godly blitz of a kickoff event. I just swarmed the ball, and that's what you do with elves, isn't it? You get a blitz, you run for the ball.
It's what you do. Yeah, it's what you do. Next up, you know, I didn't lose to the bottom of the table.
Yeah, you did. What happened? Come
on. I'm just going to put you into the dice rolls.
Get the excuses out early.
Let's just say that I am armor 8. That armor.
Oh God.
I'm then going to go. I am Agi 3. That pickup.
Oh dear, oh dear.
And I am then going to point out to you his rolls. He is also armor 8.
Wow.
He was making a hell of a lot of 4-up dodges.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it just didn't go for me.
It just did not go for you at all, did it?
I mean, to be fair, it was 1-1. I should have played out for the draw. I tried to win. I lost.
Yeah.
Because I did. I don't do draws. Stand firm.
Stand firm. Nice. Ooh, shit.
I got sure hands on a blitzer as well, because why not?
Tidy. What did this lineman get? This lineman got an agi up. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, matron. That's a ball. That's a ball carrier for boron. Oh no, I think I saw that one actually. Boron nitride is
something to do. It's something to do with it. It's something useful. Yeah. So I mean, it just wasn't my day, that one.
It definitely wasn't. Unfortunate. And then Amazonian Primers versus Vestibulum Imperatus. The undead did it.
Again, this was yeah. A varied prediction. Emily got it right again, showing that she knows everything and we know nothing. Agi up, mighty blow. I mean, I wouldn't take mighty blow if you got the agi up. I'd be looking at something else. Do you know what I mean?
Well, maybe, yeah, but still a piece.
Into something else, but it's a solid little player.
Well, Rick gets blocked. Yeah. Yeah. This is a good result for Vestib. I think this actually, because I think where Vestibulum are, I think this actually helped me secure my place. I say secure my place. I don't think we're quite there.
Should we go on to that?
We shall go on to
that.
This is the Fustercluck. This is like, this is, and this is probably the one that gives you the most headache, didn't it?
Probably because you've got the most teams with a decent shot as well. In the other divisions, you probably see like there's
outsiders.
Yeah, there's outsiders. There's like 4 or 5 touchdown swings. You know, like a 4-0 result needed.
Yeah.
Here,
yes.
No. Any team realistically from 6th upwards can feel like they've still got a half decent chance. So,
yes.
We've got just roll 2+. Despite all his moaning and worrying about him getting knocked out into 4th, he's actually qualified a week early. He's fine. Because he can't be caught by 4th at the moment.
Fair enough.
So the lowest he can finish is 3rd. 7th and 8th, the Hip Thirsters and Wellard, they cannot make the top 3, so their season is over, basically.
Yep.
Then it becomes a Bloody Cloak. So we'll start with your team, Ewan, the Bloody Cleats. Your task is pretty simple. Win, and you will be 3. You don't have to worry. Yeah. Your draw will be enough to make the top 3. If they lose, I've got the fact that you're having. Who are you playing this week?
I am playing Office Politics.
Yeah, so a draw should do it.
I think will do it because it puts me on 12 points, which means I'm uncatchable.
You're uncatchable. Yeah. If you lose, then 2 of the following 3 could knock you out. So if 2 of these three things happen, you go out. So Democracy Manifest draw, and the Cleats lose by 3 depending on the number of cash and games. So Democracy Manifest could overtake you. Vesta, Bloom, Imperius win, and there's a 3 or 4 touchdown swing. Sorry. So
yeah, they
win their game, and then if Office Politics win by 3 touchdowns against the Cleats. So if they beat you and there's a swing, because there's 5 touchdowns between you two in your game. So realistically,
it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard for you to come out, but it's not beyond the realm of possibilities. No. You know, a few 2-0s, a few 3-0s go wrong, you could be out.
A draw could a
draw will do it.
A draw will keep you safe.
I will be honest with you as well. You know, I'd rather finish 3rd than 1st.
Okay.
Because Bretts tend to bloat early when you start getting when you get because you got the 4 blitzers, the 4 blockers, and so you tend to have quite a bloaty team. So I'd rather have a better team so that I'm not giving away a stupid amount of inducements.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Understandable.
So,
however, I'm not going to play to lose.
We will jump on to Democracy Manifest. Fridge. Your job also very simple. Realistically, win and you will qualify.
Nice.
There's nothing you can do. Where it gets tricky for you is if you draw or lose.
Yes.
So if you draw, you'll still have enough as long as the following doesn't happen. If Vesta Bloom win their game by any margin and you draw, they will overtake you because your touchdown difference is currently the same.
Yes.
If Office Politics win by more than 1, because Office Politics are -2.
Yep.
So if they win 2-0, they will jump ahead of you pretty much on cash.
Yes.
So you do have to be afraid of that. There is also the possibility that even if neither of them happen, but the Amazons win, then they can do it. But I'll go on to that in a minute as to how they do. If you lose, then you're basically relying on none of the team. Not the Amazons. The Amazons can come into it if you lose.
Yes.
If you lose, you're relying pretty much on the teams below you not winning. If either of them win, you're in trouble basically. 4th, Sylvester Bloom. They must win their game. There's no ifs or buts about it. And they need to rely on, obviously, the bloody Cleats losing their game with a 3 touchdown swing. So they'll probably need a 2-0 and you to lose 2-0.
Yeah.
And they also need Democracy Manifest to fail to win, or, swing. And obviously Office Politics to not win by a margin that overtakes them. So basically, if Vesta Bloom win 2-0 and Office Politics win 5, the win would be enough to get them on points, but Office Politics would overtake.
Okay.
Anyway, Office Politics, you just really want to win well and rely on the results going your way above you. And then the Amazon Primers, who are the least likely but still have an outside chance, they need every result to go their way. So they need to win. They need Democracy Manifest to lose, and neither of Vesta Bloom or Office Politics to win their game as well. So, that's why it was so complex, because it's realistically there were so many different variables that could happen with this. Yeah. There's a bunch of 5 of you basically scrapping over 2 places. So there's so many different variables. So realistically, for you to just win and you're fine.
Yeah. That was my plan.
Yeah, that is always
get some SPP on my blitzers ready for playoffs.
And speaking of which, let's have a look at what that's going to look like. Well then.
You've got the Vamps.
I've got the Vamps. I reckon I could beat the Vamps. Matt is still a very, very good coach. Not gonna lie, it's going to be quite difficult to play against him. I'm just gonna have to elf bollocks him and hope his Vamps get hungry.
Yeah.
And see if that works.
He's gonna eat you alive. Home win.
Yeah. Oh, you're calling a home win, you cheeky cunt.
He's gonna beat you. It's a matter of pride, man. Matt does not back down. Matt
I think I'm
had a bad season. He's gonna eat you.
Okay. Go on then.
I think Fritz is gonna win. I'm gonna say a away win.
Thank you.
Not anything against the coaches. I think vampires, they're just too likely to implode, and
yeah, they are likely to implode, but you see what I mean with the bloke though. Like I'm 1390 TV,
I
and I haven't got anything. Like if you go onto my team, I haven't got any. The levels up, there's not a lot. I shouldn't be at
1, 2, 3,
1400.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm taking a 60k journeyman, so that's 1170. I'm going 110.
Yeah, just take a couple of babes.
Couple of babes. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Do the vampires have a full squad?
Signature wizard.
Yes, they have over a full squad. Yeah. I don't have enough for the wizard. I've only got 30k in the bank.
Okay, and then if you so then like if you look on the my team, you can see what I mean. I've not got a lot of skills. I'm just bloaty because I've got a 14-man roster.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you've only got you got a bunch of guard, and that's probably about it. But yeah, in terms of yours, Ewan, I think you can do it.
I'm obviously backing myself.
Yeah.
Win. You reckon I can win? Dave, you reckon I can win?
Cool. I'm not sure. I think they're going to be coming out for this because obviously they've got to win.
They need
win
to
well.
Win, yeah.
If they're aware of that, I think that plays into your hands though. I don't think they've got anything like an agi up or anything like super special like that. I know they've got like a good moo.
Yeah,
they've gone
moo.
Yeah, they've gone juggernaut. So they've got a few. I think this game will be harder than it might at first seem, but I think you'll get a draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, a draw will be bad for you though.
I mean, going on to the next game, this is obviously a slaughter, isn't it?
This has to be Graham's game.
Amazons, it's just horrible.
It has to be Graham's game.
Yeah, I agree.
And we know Graham, even though he's definitely 100% going through, man don't care. He will kill Amazons. He will farm the SPP.
Yeah. He'll be trying to get levels.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be trying to cause cash. He wants all that guard on them blockers.
Exactly.
Last up, Vesterbund versus Wellard.
This is... realistically, Amazon Primers, they lose. Office Politics, if they lose, then that's good for me as well. If Vestibulum Imperatus lose as well, that keeps me safe with the draw.
Right, but that isn't the way it works. Just because you want them to lose,
I know.
They will.
I want Wellard to win, but his 1250.
Well, he learned a really valuable lesson.
Yeah.
That he hadn't learned at the start of this season when playing Elves. Don't fight.
Yeah. And him learning that now.
Dodge away and back off. He learned that against me. He's learned to not try and fight because he's been trying to fight people and losing because he's trying to fight people. So he was backing off, which made it a lot more difficult for me to play him. Which obviously, with some decent dice rolls helps you.
Yeah. If he has indeed learned his lesson, I think Wellard can do this. I'm going to say 2-1.
Home win.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think he can do this. 2-1.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be squeaky bum time for you, Fritch, to be honest. I think the Undead are going to win this.
There we go.
No, I think looking at their team, there's nothing special, but they're very solid.
Yes, they are.
They're very unlikely to fall apart. They've got blodge ghouls everywhere. There's no tackle. So I think the Dark Elves have more than a good chance in this game. But we know that the Undead have got something to play for.
Yeah. So I will. Yeah, I all I know is I need to at least draw to at least give me a solid chance.
Yeah.
But I need.
So they have it.
Yeah, I just need to go well.
So just I'll let you guys make your mentions, but I'm just going to quickly mention one. So we are going to have a wooden or Woden spoon competition. It is going to be a Cripple Cup. It is going to be open to those people who fail to make playoffs. So look out for a post. I will be making one shortly if you think you are at risk, because this is going to be a lot of fun for you, and there might be a trophy. So cool. Yeah. Right. Nice. Anyway, guys, I will catch you later because I can hear crying. So
I'm gonna you go sort out the little one.
Sure.
Do you want me to quickly run down with just you, Fritz, where all the fourth place teams are, just for anyone who's interested?
Yeah, go for it.
So in Division A, you've got the Chaos after 7 games. They're on 10 points.
Yep.
I can't remember what their touchdown difference is because it's moved. Quickly look that up. They are on touchdown difference of +1, with a cash difference of -2.
Okay.
In Division 2, you've got the Dark Elves, who are currently on 10 points.
Yep.
With a game still to play. They've got a touchdown difference of 1 and a cash difference of -1, so it's identical to Max after, or almost identical to Max after, but with a game less. You've got the Ogre Revengers.
Yep.
In Division C, they're on 8 points with a touchdown difference of -1, but a cash difference of 7. They beat up people.
Yeah.
Then you've got in Division D, Captain Burns. He's currently on 9 points with a touchdown difference of +4, but a cash difference of -6. And then finally, you've got the Undead, we've just gone over. They're on 8 points with a touchdown difference of 0 and a cash difference of -1. So that's where you're looking. I would guess, I think fourth, the lucky spot is going to. I don't think Max's 10 points is going to be enough.
No.
I think it's going to be at least 11, maybe 12.
Yeah. I reckon the one for Division B will probably make it in, I reckon.
Yeah. Division B is a strong shout.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it. In terms of like mentions and all that kind of stuff, Dizzy will be uploading the Dice of the Week at some point. I don't know if Dave has any idea when that's loaded up.
Probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow. This is probably going to be tomorrow as well, because I need to start encoding this and go to bed. Daft shift. Any epic plays that you see in the week and you can capture them if they're being streamed, please do get a clip, stick it into epic plays. We like to stick these things together because it's fun. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever YouTube things you need to do. Dave, anything else?
Yeah, just keep an eye out on the Facebook page and in Discord for the streamers actually putting their posts up, so you'll be able to see when all the games are live. Just be aware that I think there's quite a few in the week. I know mine's in like midday.
Yeah.
In the week, so keep an eye out for them. So you've got Snowstorm streams their game. I know Rain streams their games. Obviously, Dizzy Carl streams. Yourself, Iwan will stream his game. Me or Dizzy will stream whatever games we can get hold of, basically.
Yeah, I've seen Mr. Unwin stream as well.
And Max as well, although his game's done. So, but he will stream.
Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for everyone for paying attention, and I'll end the stream and end my recording there, and we'll see you on the pitch, I guess.
Good luck.
In a bit.